I got some Demon Slayer power scaling for you today, and we're talking about Akaza, Upper Moon 3. Upper Moon 3 appeared in the Infinity Castle movie, and he was, ready to run that fucking fade with Tanjiro. He's like, oh, I see you've improved yourself, little weakling, you know? And then, they started fighting, right? You know, he fought against Gyu, and he was like, it's been a while since I fought a Water Hashira, and I never seen moves like that. I guess he didn't survive long enough for me to, see those moves. But he was fighting against Gyu, he dismissed him, and then he, continued to fight Tanjiro. He's like, you're not, as weak as you were before. And he's like talking to him, and then Tanjiro's like, you're kind of a coward because you survived this long, kill humans, you fight them at night, you don't fight them at any time. We put our lives on the line fighting against you. And he's like, it's only to become stronger, that's why I exist, and that's what Akaza told himself, you know. But he was having flashbacks of Keizo, who, his old, sensei, um, and, who would have been his father-in-law, right? But they continue to fight, and Gyu Tomioka awakens the Demon Slayer mark, but he ain't worried about that because he has the compass needle. He can sense killing intent, so he's like not even he's not even worried about that shit. you know. And Gyu, pulled out every single move he had, and it still wasn't enough. Tanjiro came in to save Gyu's life. They were both saving each other, Tanjiro and Gyu. That fight was just amazing to watch. I've seen that shit 7 times, so I know about it. But Akaza was, fighting them. He broke Gyu's sword, and then, Tanjiro locked in and had the see-through world. He used sun breathing and cut his head off. He was still trying to regenerate, though. See, Muzan was trying to keep him alive because he had, he'd been, loyal to him for so long, and he had killed so many, demon slayers in the past. It's like he don't want to like let go of that investment, But then he just gave up. So how powerful is this guy, Akaza? Strength's a 96, speed's a 96, durability's a 94, endurance is a 96, intelligence is a 92, experience is a 97, 99 for his close skills, 90 for his range skills, 97 for his recoup, and then a 96 for his hacks. So overall power score for Akaza is a 95.3. Be cool on the corner, and let me know what you think about that in the comments. And watch that movie because it's really good.